Welcome to something new. Place unlike any other. No future, no past, just right now. Come along on this journey and find your true self.
Yeah, I mean, you can do anything, dude. Imagine, gaslighting a homeless dude to give you his money.
Find your true self.
I really want to harass a minimum wage employee right now.
Do you want to die here?
A commission-based dentist is insane.
Not too forceful.
Piss-powered car.
See, that's really good, yeah. I'm so confused. Why? Definitely some new slang for water. Hey, let me get a glass of that clear.
Leave your past behind. And get ready for the right place, the right time.
$65.
I'll crack a Fresca for that.
Which, by the way, if you haven't heard of a Fresca, it's a really great drink. And if you'd like to know more, you can reach out to us. We would love to inform you.
Wow.
Pretty good, right?
These are good.
You're going to want a few more, right?
Yeah.
You might want a few more. Don't worry about it. There's no addictions or anything like that. It's just a nice drink.
Nice Fresca.
Nice Fresca, yeah.
Not associated with any sort of cult.
Nope. In fact, we don't like that word.
No, we don't.
That's a hurtful word.
We prefer a gathering,
A gathering.
a grouping.
Just a social gathering.
Exactly.
Nothing
That's
wrong
all
with
it
that.
is.
Of course. No, we like a good Fresca. 65.
Episode 65.
65 is an incredible number for several reasons. One is that's this episode,
Yeah.
65. Another one is that is also the age when men either stay normal or tend to become online perverts.
True.
It does happen that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happens at 65 where you turn 65 and you're like, well,
Yep.
I know I have a wife and 3 kids, but it's time to follow Instagram models
time.
and also message them.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna send them messages.
Yeah. Yep.
What happens?
Yeah, it's like the midlife crisis is gone. Then there's a next one. It's the social crisis.
I'm too old.
They become apt to social media, and it's like overstimulated. All of a sudden, they're like, "Wait, we can see girls that don't dress that
Wait,
much."
I can talk to these women?
Yeah. Wait.
I can leave a comment saying, "Wow, so beautiful," spelled incorrectly, and then my wife sees that I comment that, and she goes, "What are you doing?"
What? Yeah. See, that's one of the biggest new changes on Insta and all these is how you can see. Blank commented, blank liked it. Because let me tell you something. When I'm looking through the reels on my reels, which by the way are very clean. There's no
nudity,
no racism,
only gore.
Yeah,
Only death.
yeah, like real car accidents, which we've talked about. Speaking of, this isn't going to be a tangent, but there was a CEO today that died, the United Healthcare guy. It was like this big deal. He got shot in New York City. I saw the video this morning.
Of him getting shot?
Mm-hmm. The real one already got posted, and it was like a hitman that did it. Like, you see this guy just very casually walk up right behind him without being noticed, silencer on a pistol.
That's
and then
some
he
movie
just
shit.
And he just into the wind. Just
That's
gone.
They didn't catch the guy?
They're still looking for him.
What?
Yeah, they're trying to enlist the help of the public. I'm like, you guys are the feds. You should be able to.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so watch out for the old man online. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, my grandpa has an Instagram now because he wanted to follow my Hard Photos account so he could actually see like daily posts.
Yeah.
I went to
Oh no.
I went to see, I was like, oh, let me show you how to do stuff. I go to his For You page. Models.
So today we are going to be talking about the podcast that talks about the one that talks about Talktua. That is this one.
Yeah.
This is 5th Talkception. Talktua.
Talk to her.
Yeah. No, but this is episode 65, and for the time being, this is it.
Yeah.
This is potentially the final place and final time.
And that's crazy to think of.
It is.
It's been like 2 years
I know.
in the making.
It sure has.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Too much blood, if you ask me. Oh, what?
Just a little bit. Mostly blood, a little bit of sweat, a little bit of tears, even less semen.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Our OnlyFans will still be continuing.
Yeah.
That's still going.
Yeah. Behind the paywall, still continue. You can still find us on only. Is there people with Right Place, Right Time on OnlyFans yet?
No.
We got to make sure.
We can still take that.
Making sure. Well, we already have. Making sure no one else is trying to copy us, pretend that they're us.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I mean, yeah. Jokes aside, yeah, it's been 2 years, which is pretty crazy. I am kind of sort of moving, which means that at least, like I say, look, I'm not going to go on record and say that 100%
Yeah.
finality can never happen again.
It's over for now.
For now, things have to change.
Until further notice, it's done.
Don't get it twisted, though, because if you hear people that try coming out online and being like, hey, this is the new right place and right time. Nope. It can't. No. This is it. This is the only one.
Yeah.
So if you ever hear from anyone else, it's not real. It's not, this is it right here, right now, right place, right time.
Mm-hmm.
That was bars. That
That is a perfect clincher. Yeah. So there is possibilities of this coming back. It wouldn't be in the same iteration.
Yeah.
We'd probably have to do like over Discord or something if we figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as of now, this is it.
This is it. And yeah, man,
it's been a wild ride, dude. Thinking about everything.
It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. Look, it's been like a lot of fun though. I mean, we have gotten to cover whatever we wanted, however we wanted.
Yeah.
And it's still hit. And we got to slander Taylor Swift on top of all of it.
Which is the fun parts.
Yeah.
Who else have we slandered?
The Rock. Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He's not cool.
No, he's not.
Amelia Earhart.
Oh.
Flew across the Atlantic. Nope.
She didn't. She tried.
No, she tried to, but she drowned and got eaten by
Close
crab.
but no cigar.
That's right.
You can't just say, like, she did something when she didn't, right?
No.
That's not how that works.
No, it's not. You can say that she tried to do something.
Which she did try.
She did try.
She did not succeed.
Yep. Of course not.
I mean, Magellan successfully
That's right.
did it.
Yep.
I mean, it was crazy.
It was
I think
crazy.
he died at the end,
But
he had successfully done it.
he definitely did it.
Right?
Yeah.
So
That's right.
circumventing the
Oh,
world.
circumnavigating.
Circumnavigating. He
Yes.
circumnavigated the world.
All across, yeah.
She couldn't do the ocean in a plane.
No, she couldn't. No, so she was fake. Helen Keller was fake.
Definitely.
Orville Wright's brother wasn't really slandered, but just didn't know his name.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, of course, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's kid, or lack of. And then the rest of them, Sebastian Bach's.
I forgot
Tchaikovsky,
about that. That pisses me off to think about.
Yeah.
Some of the best pianists of our time have no living heirs.
Except for an accountant who didn't even get any kids. You remember?
Well, that's why I said they have no living heirs.
Yeah.
Because the one who did have a kid, who lived to the age to get married and have kids, decided not to and died alone.
Yeah.
What is up with these people?
What a loser. Yeah. No, that's unacceptable. So those were, look, we took names, kicked ass. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
And if you haven't noticed, we are, in fact, in the same costume as the poster.
Well, this is our appropriate garb, actually.
And that's what I was going to say is, this isn't like some sort of like Halloween costume party. I'm about to blow everyone's minds this year, actually. So what you guys are witnessing, we've told you time and again how we're outside of space and time. So here's a big plot twist for you guys, okay? This just happened. Like literally right before the podcast just happened. We have literally gone around time in our own way. All the pods you guys have seen in the past year, cool stuff, that actually happened after this.
Yeah.
Yet this is before those.
Because we're outside, we see it differently.
Yeah,
it's more of a circle, and we could choose which point to go to.
It's not linear.
No, not for us.
No. So,
am I blind? Are we in focus?
We are.
I should have worn my glasses.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. We certainly are. I mean, I can double check if you'd like to, but I did it before.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I'm going blind.
Yeah.
This is the podcast where you can slowly see my vision deteriorate. See, this is how it looks right now for me. Yeah. This is what I see. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
I've already gotten my eyes checked. Who would have thought? Well, you can start from the beginning and watch as my eyes slowly deteriorate. I'm not going to say it, but just know that with every episode, my eyesight gets worse.
It is sadly a byproduct of how fast we travel sometimes and the places we go.
And the stars that we see,
It's incredible.
with our eyes being like so close to that much UV light.
Yeah.
I mean, it just happens sometimes.
it's
And obviously, you know, I'm the one piloting most of our trips, so
Yep.
my eyes are the ones getting blasted the most.
Oh, yeah. Several ways, too. Perchance.
Perchance.
Yeah.
I did say a little bit was spilt for this podcast.
Yeah.
Never said how or why.
Nope.
But it happened.
You could know if you're behind the paywall. But funny enough, we can circle back to that.
Yeah.
In light of that, though, in real life, you know, it's almost fitting. One of the very first episodes we did, we actually talked about this idea of UFO sightings. Well, have you seen, like, as we speak right now, there are the most videos like ever before right now of reported UFOs now. Ever since there was a congressional hearing like 3 weeks ago, and they said, yes, they're real. Congress said that, and
Yeah.
they said we have, you know, our own stuff. And now I feel like every day I'm seeing new videos on TikTok.
I haven't seen any of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually?
Actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, maybe
Guess-
I'll have to see if I can find some for you. Because
Yeah.
it's like every night.
We might have been. Have we been a little sloppy recently?
Have we?
Have we? Are we getting caught?
I don't think it's ours.
That can't be ours.
No.
There's no way. We're always too careful.
I think it's almost. It's actually impossible. I don't. You can't like actually perceive us. Really.
Unless we want you to.
Yeah.
There's no way that
No.
their current technology has gotten that far.
No.
That's impossible.
When we were at the beach last time on that other planet, Schwarzwald, we wanted the people, of course, to see us. It was a little bit of like
we
a
allowed them to.
yeah, hello guys, you know. Then it got too rowdy with that one guy, and
It was like a fan meetup.
yeah. But and of course, like he said, we wanted them to see us. This time, this was not us. It might have been those one guys down the cosmic highway
True.
and giving us some issues. But yeah, it's very real. There was some video. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't. By the way, for the record, I still don't believe in aliens at all.
No.
I think that the videos that you're seeing are, I don't know. I think that they're probably government videos of drones, planes, whatever.
Different tests.
There
different
was
things.
the only video, and I'm not saying that this made me believe in aliens, but the only video that I found suspect, like, oh, this is really weird, is there's these two orbs that are pretty bright up in the sky. It doesn't look like anything like edited, CGI'd. It looks real. And there's this one orb, and it legitimately, like, the light starts diminishing and it, like, goes into space. And that was the only one where I was like, that is
Okay.
really weird.
Okay.
Again, I think that was probably our government, but still crazy
What
nonetheless.
is it? Not our government.
That's
There's
true.
always something crazy going on, and everyone's like, "Dude,
No,
it's the government." The government's
It's
like,
the-
"No, dude. What are
yeah.
you talking about?" 10 years later, like, "All right,
it is. Yeah,
it was us, but we promise
Yeah.
we won't do it again." And then
Everyone's-
some other weird stuff happens. And
Yep.
then, like, it's the government. The government's like, "No, dude,
no,
you're crazy for thinking that we would ever do anything like this or like what
Never.
we did 10 years ago."
Yeah.
And then 10 years go by. It was us again, but we promise we'll never do it again. Rinse, repeat for like
Definitely.
eternity.
Uh-huh.
And people still refuse to believe it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know the Hindenburg, right?
Yeah,
The blimp.
the blimp.
Yeah, guess who did that? Yeah, Lyndon Johnson. Okay. He wasn't even alive, I don't think. Oh no, maybe he was. Yeah, no, it's always the government, man. The
Yeah.
Rock is definitely a Fed.
100%. There's
sure.
there's no way he's still getting all these movies without like help from the government. He's been acting as the same person.
That's what that movie that just came out, Red One, the
Yeah.
Christmas one. So everyone was saying was like this is okay. Like the Rock's, he's laundering money because like that movie cost $300 million.
Yeah,
to make.
it was a stupid amount.
and
There
it
were
was
so many other movies that look better, that are better, that had way less of a budget.
dude. The Star Wars movies from the 2000s look better than that,
Yeah.
which is like the
Dude.
budget wasn't even close. But yeah, oh
300 million.
yeah.
For what?
So that's the question.
I might have to watch it just to try and figure out where this budget went. Is there crazy visual effects?
Nope.
And when I say crazy visual effects, there has to be something stupid crazy. Because, like, Dune, I don't even think was that much.
No, and that wasn't even crazy. I mean, they filmed on location for some of those places.
Yeah.
You look, if you want to talk big
What about,
CG
like, Marvel?
I was gonna say like Endgame, where you got like 60 main characters showing up via portals. Okay,
You
I
have
could
a-
see where the budget went.
How much was that?
It was like 500 mil.
Was it?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I
In-
can see where the budget was.
Infinity War was 500 and Endgame was 500. So together they were a bill.
That's crazy.
But like again, there was like all the talent, all the CG.
All the
Like-
talent for sure. That would make up a huge most of the CG.
Yeah,
You got Thanos in there.
exactly.
What the hell could be in
Red one.
Red One? Like it's even close to that.
That's nothing, dude.
It's the
That is kind
government.
of crazy.
And now,
actually.
now we're getting a Moana 2 and a Moana live action.
What can I say?
He's laundering money.
Well, yeah. Have you seen the behind the scenes pictures of him as Maui?
Yeah, it's pathetic.
It's pretty odd.
Very
The
strange.
hair looks weird.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a man who's supposed to have hair.
No, but he also, The Rock is huge, but he's not wide. I mean, Maui's a fictional character, so it's gonna look weird.
Maui's like fat. You know?
Whoa.
No, he
Just
is.
fat shame.
He not fat shame. He's like power lifter fat. He's not cut.
Yeah.
He's bulky. He's got a lot of muscle, but he's
Big
got a lot
guy.
of fat too.
Yeah.
Like look at like Eddie Hall. He's not like trim. He's fat.
Yeah.
But that fat is covering a lot of muscle. That's how Maui is. The Rock is just like, yeah, I'm ripped as hell. Not Maui.
No, not Maui.
Not my Maui.
Not my Maui. Who
Even
would
though-
you fan cast as Maui if not The Rock?
I don't know.
Timothy Chalamet.
Give me Timothy Chalamet as Maui.
As Moana.
Give me Zendaya. No, Zendaya
Okay.
as Moana.
There you go.
And give me Jason Statham as that crab guy who sings that one song.
No.
Shiny.
No, please. No. I hated that
I don't even
song
know any. I can't even name any other characters
from the movie.
from the movie.
There's like the chicken, right?
yeah.
It's like, but I don't know if that's a speaking
Oh,
role.
give me Jack Black as the grandma.
Oh
I
yeah.
want that.
Oh yeah. Now we're Jack Black in anything except have you seen like the new Christmas movie he's making?
He's making a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like evil.
Oh
man.
yeah, the Satan one.
That is crazy.
It's a weird one.
Yeah.
Satan
that's-
propaganda.
Yeah, like literally, he's like, I'm cooler than Santa.
I'm Satan.
And then he was like, I'll give you whatever you want, but you gotta like sell your soul.
Is that actually the kid sells his soul?
I mean, he's like trying to get him to.
I want
That
to.
sounds like propaganda, Jack.
I
don't
want to
know.
watch that movie if the kid actually does sell his soul, and then the third act is him just being tortured for eternity until he decides to turn away and come to Christ. And then we watch Archangel Michael fight Satan, and then we win, and then it's the end times. That'd be awesome.
Segue, yeah.
Segue.
Unless Jack Black has that thing that The Rock has in his contract, which is that he can never lose a fight. Then that's not. Gonna
Does
go
he?
to-
I don't think.
The Rock has that.
I
don't
know The
think
Rock
no,
does.
No, Jack doesn't. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I'm
He
just.
doesn't fight in movies.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, except Kung Fu Panda.
True, and he did lose there, so it can't be in his contract.
Dude, sorry. I saw. This is gonna be like an ADHD episode because now I'm just thinking. I saw this one meme. Someone had a cup that they put on like a spider, and they left it there for like 2 years, and it was like POV after the 2 years, and it was that shot of Tai Lung chained up with his eyes in the prison.
Was it the spider? How did it look?
They didn't open it. It was just they just took a
Dude.
picture of the cup, and they were like, "There's still a spider in here from 2 years ago."
That's crazy.
Dude, imagine they pull it out, it's still alive, bro.
It's
That
just
thing's
buff.
it's been waiting for
been
this
waiting.
moment. Literally,
They're
like,
gonna take the cup off and it's just gonna jump at him.
yeah.
Eat him from the inside out.
That's Tai Lung's winter arc. Yeah.
Dude, bulk and rage. Those who know. I don't know what half of that shit means.
Knee surgery next Wednesday. Those who know.
Those who know. What?
It's pretty crazy. We have single-handedly provided expert opinions on cryptocurrency,
Mhm.
brain rot. It's almost like a time machine. If you go back and watch our first season of this show, and you go through,
Yeah.
you'll actually see the beginning of brain rot.
This podcast is basically a time capsule
Yeah.
because we just talked about whatever.
Yeah. No, it was.
So at any
yeah.
point in time, you can go back to the episode and
Yeah.
find out exactly what was going on during that time, and
Mhm.
it'll transport you mentally back to where that
Exactly.
was.
Yeah.
Like I remember talking about Baby Gronk
I was just gonna
when
say.
that dude came up.
Let's say your kid doesn't believe that this child and a college gymnast were a thing. Well, you can go show them.
And now we got the Rizzler and the Costco guys.
Oh,
How
yeah.
things have changed.
5 booms.
I think you can find an episode of me slandering Timothy Chalamet
You can.
about Wonka. and then coming back and being like,
I was gonna say,
I'm sorry. That was a great movie.
I was gonna talk to you about that. I found the episode and I was looking through it, trying to find like some clips, and we literally talked about it for like 10 minutes. About like we clowned the dude from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us verbatim were like, yeah, it's not Wonka. It's just Timothée Chalamet in a Wonka costume, not whimsical, bro. And we said a bunch of stuff, and that single-handedly caused this show to take a temporary leave, because then we had to come back and be like, okay, so we actually did see it, and it was great.
Yeah, it was actually great.
It was actually pretty cool.
And then we were talking about Dune, and we're like, Timothée Chalamet is actually killing it right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was, I don't know if you remember. You actually, you can watch it. I don't know what triggered it. Something triggered it, and you like went off on a rant about Dune 2 one night. I was bringing up the Oscar nominations, and then you just went off on it. And I remember, like, the next week, you watched the episode, you were like, oh, actually, it's not in the episode, but you were like, so like, he was like, I ranted about something last week, right? And I was like, yeah, Dune. And you were like, yeah. I don't know why I did that. I was like, I don't know.
Sometimes I just get in the mood. I'm a natural born hater.
Sure. No, it's fair. Yeah. I mean, look, man, we're still adamant haters for Taylor, though.
Oh yeah, that'll never change.
That'll never change.
That will.
You know who one person? I'll leave on a bang here. I'll toss another name in there since we haven't done this yet. You know who I think is overrated by a long shot?
Who?
Zendaya.
Oh yeah.
That might piss people off too, but I've never been a fan.
Yeah. Speaking of Zendaya, I'm slowly becoming more and more of a fan of Tom Holland. He seems like just a chill ass dude, actually.
Yeah, he's
but
cool.
not Zendaya.
No, not Zendaya.
She's overrated as hell.
Tom, you could do better. Yeah, Zendaya.
Tom,
listen to him.
Yeah. If you come back,
yeah,
you can be the third member of the podcast. We'll bring it back just for you. That's
an audible, and that's not permanent, bro. You got to take him up on that.
Yeah.
Like very soon. Actually, I do happen. Yeah, I have some of Tom's alcohol-free beer. Right
no
here.
way.
Yeah. Do you want one? I have some in the fridge right there.
What?
You want one?
That's so. You actually.
Yeah.
Dude, Tom. Apparently we are fans of you. That's insane. Yeah.
No.
I'll give it a taste. I'm not a big fan of beer though.
Okay.
Oh.
My bad. I should have handed it to you.
Wow.
That one's pretty.
Wow.
Yeah. No, we're big fans of Tom here.
Yeah, I know that changed. There's probably some episode of me slandering Tom.
You slandered his Spider-Man a lot.
Oh, yeah, I still kind of hold on to that. Oh, I should have thought of that. I should have realized that I shook the shit out of this. I'm kind of having like deja vu. Did I do this before on an episode where I'm making you get up a lot?
Yeah.
I'm giving fan service to the people that get to see your ass.
Well, they've been asking.
I know.
You guys have been asking.
I'm giving you guys a reason to see it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
How did I mess that up?
Fix that up. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
I should have.
No.
I didn't think twice about that.
Tom, this one's for you, friendo.
Now you have to come on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
'Cause we're drinking your beer. Is this gonna make me feel bloated like actual beer?
I don't know. Yeah, Tom, you're killing it, man. Just go ahead and break up with Zendaya. But then the rest of your stuff is great.
Yeah. You can do better.
Mm-hmm.
You can do us.
Hey, and not a lot of people get that opportunity.
No
Tell
one
you
has
what.
actually.
That's right.
He's the first and only.
Yeah. Also, never mind. Yeah. Thoughts? What do you think about that flavor?
This is good. Wow.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Because this is so there's three. There's an IPA, that one, and there's one other one, and they're all pretty great.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. I didn't even know he had that.
Yeah.
I wish we were like, like he was paying us to do this.
Oh.
Sponsored.
Well, you know what, dude? I'm gonna tag them because here actually, we could say a really nice thing, and then I'll tag them in a TikTok because
yeah.
See, it's actually pretty cool. Tom has talked openly about how he has in the past struggled with alcoholism and how he's had problems in his family. So he's
talking about Zendaya.
He's probably talking about Zendaya.
Actually, wait. Maybe we shouldn't slander his girlfriend.
Nope. So cut. So Tom has a great story about Bureau, and I think it's pretty cool. And he talked about how he wanted this like alternative, so that people can still feel included.
Yeah.
And And so he made this. And
That's one of the reasons I respected him so much. I'm like, this is like a mature thing to admit and move forward from.
Yeah, and he's pretty young.
And I used to be a Tom Holland hater.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is the perfect time to get our opinions on this.
Sure.
Coming from an alcoholic
Yep.
and a non-alcoholic. Just kidding. I drink alcohol. He doesn't.
Yeah.
So you get both of our opinions.
Right.
I like this.
As an alcoholic.
As an alcoholic, I like this.
Nice. Very cool.
No, I do drink.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. So you get both sides of the coin.
And does that taste like real beer?
Yeah.
Is it as enjoyable as a real beer?
Yeah, I think it's more enjoyable because it
There you
doesn't
go.
make me feel bloated. It's the one thing about beer that I don't like. I mean,
Yeah.
I like hard liquor much better.
Okay. What about soft liquor?
Like beer, not too much of a fan. I only drink Modelo's or. You make a penis joke?
Yeah,
Soft
you can keep going. Sorry.
Soft liquor.
Yeah, I'll cut that out.
Yeah, I drink Modelo's or what
Corona?
Coronas with a lime in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best taste, but they're all right.
Yeah.
They get you a little going, but they don't get me drunk because then I feel bloated as hell.
Sure.
But this is good.
Yeah. You don't like feeling bloated.
No, I don't.
And so if you also don't like feeling bloated, make sure to grab Bureau.
Tom Holland,
online.
sponsor us, please, and come on the podcast.
Tom Holland.
Actually, you can. This is the last one.
Well,
you can't.
We'll make a special exception. Tom, if you or Bureau sponsor, or even just, you know what? If you just leave a comment on this TikTok, I mean, so serious. If you just leave a comment, we will film one more secret episode. And Tom, you can personally, you're more than welcome to come on this podcast.
Yeah.
How about that? We'll pay you.
We'll pay you.
Maybe $100.
We'll call it 75.
We'll call it 75. Sure.
$75. Sure. That's pretty good. That's so funny that you have that. And I was talking about Tom Holland.
I know. What are the odds, man? Yeah.
Who would have thought?
But so I'm glad. So that's a few people we've come around to. Chalamet and Holland for you, and I'm trying to think. Oh, you know who's been Mark Wahlberg, always a supporter of the show.
Yeah.
Great guy. It's still a shame he wasn't on that plane on 9/11.
Things would have been different.
Things would have been a lot different. Tell you what.
If only the terrorists were Vietnamese.
Yeah. Damn it.
Dang it. If only the terrorists if only he was on the plane on 9/11 and the terrorists were old Vietnamese people.
I can't wait being hijacked by some Viets, okay?
I gotta hit him with a stick.
Yeah. That's Marky Mark for you.
Yep.
But Wahlburgers are great, dude. So
Yeah.
thanks for you and Donnie and all the work you do.
And the other one.
Paulie,
Ah.
the other one. Yeah.
There you go.
Just recalled right now. Yeah. So great friends of the show. Who else is a great friend of the show that's supported us all the time? There have been a few.
I don't remember. I'm just so sad.
Yeah.
It's hard to get my mind together.
Sure.
Because, I mean, there's a lot of good memories here. A lot of
There
good
are.
stuff. I
I
feel
know.
like we're a couple breaking up. Because afterwards, I'm going to have to take some of my stuff back.
If I let you.
Ah, that's true. You might want
Well-
some memorabilia to remember me by.
It's like, dare I say, it's like a summer fling. But
Yeah.
now it's time for school. That's sad.
That is sad.
I'm not. No, but there's a lot of history behind. You look. I know this set is a little bit plain. If only you guys could see though and understand. We've had things that used to be in our old set, pictures. I mean, guys, these pictures are like almost 2 years old.
Yeah. And, like, wow. Were these ever visible in the podcast at any point?
They were when they were in your glass case.
Yeah.
But this very real bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah. What some of you might not know
Mm-hmm.
is this is fake.
Big plot twist. Yeah.
Big plot twist.
Yeah.
I finished the bottle. I was like, oh, I want something good for the pod.
In one sitting, tell them.
What?
You finished the whole thing in one sitting.
Oh, yeah. It was the night before. We came back, and I was like, oh, I need something good. So I downed an entire bottle. I don't want to put it to waste, obviously.
Of course not.
And this is just water with food coloring. And I'm really proud of how much I nailed the look.
No, you actually did. I remember when you came in with that and your hands were all green, and I was like, "What's going on?" But you
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, it looks real.
Yeah.
It's very real."
There's a lot of history here.
You have a nice bat there that you've brought in here all the time that has sat there, Lucille.
We got some Max Verstappen stuff right there.
yeah, I got my
Big fan of Max Verstappen right here.
big Dutch guy.
I mean,
Great.
for every recording on that wall, there's a Max Verstappen flag that I've looked at.
Yeah, it's kind of like directly in your line of sight.
Directly in my line of sight. And
Yeah.
I didn't know much about F1, but because of this guy
Yeah,
and that flag
that flag.
and this guy,
Yeah. Now he has
I know a lot about it.
which is very cool. Yeah, we have some signed posters over here on this side of the wall, which,
We're going to have to divvy those up. I want some.
oh, of course, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can take whichever ones. We have, actually, we've talked a little bit about our magazine cover, which I don't know about you, I'm very proud of these.
Oh, those are great.
This was a big deal.
Yeah.
We got paid a lot of money for these.
That's what we did.
Tell you what.
That's how we funded this.
Yes, that's,
Because the government, obviously, they don't like us. They're not going to help us out like they do The Rock.
yeah.
So we actually had to work for
Seriously.
that.
You think Moana 2 was what people wanted? No. The government greenlit it. They said, here's money. Go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Imagine if we got that kind of funding, dude. We could make anything.
We could.
We could make Frozen 10.
We
You-
could.
you
With
know?
us. Starring us.
Yeah, with us, Drew, Anna, and Elsa, we're doing a different route.
It's us now.
It's just us.
We're brothers.
That's right. Even though we are real cousins,
Yes.
we'll be brothers in that one.
What would our names be?
Do you want to?
I would be.
You wanna-
would I be Elsa? Would you be Elsa?
I think you'd be Elsa.
I'd be Elsa.
Yeah.
So what would my name be? My male Elsa name for the
Yeah.
live action.
It could be
Elliot.
Scandinavian or something real. You think like normal?
I'm just trying to think of Elsa, but like the dude version.
Oh.
Elliot.
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 It's my
maybe?
middle name.
Is it?
Mhm.
Wow.
So Elliot. We'll do Elliot, and then we'll do.
Adam.
Oh, that's too basic. Anna. Adam's kind of the closest thing. Dang it. Yeah, I'll be Adam.
Elliot and Adam. There you go. And you're gonna get with a Christoph, but her name will be
Sydney Sweeney.
Christine. That was a fast answer. Wow.
I
Okay.
mean,
I guess
you know,
Christine, but
played by.
played by Sydney Sweeney.
Open, by the way, you're welcome to also come on the podcast too.
But she doesn't have any beer.
No. That's okay. She's still perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you need Olaf. Who's Olaf going to be played by? Jack Black.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
And then Hans.
Oh, Hans, of course.
Who do I? Because I have to. Oh, I don't kill Hans in the end, huh?
No.
It would have to be someone. No, wait. Hans is your guy still. Because he was.
Oh,
So who's your Hans?
Sydney Sweeney.
Both.
Oh, there's two. That's right.
Because you got Christoph and Hans.
I guess I'll do Margot Robbie. That's fine. All right, you guys can both come. No,
I guess so. She's gonna try to kill you though. Okay.
Don't even give me ideas.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So that's what we would do with government money.
Yeah, what? At like Disney's meeting, they're like, all right, guys, what's the pitch?
Like it's
Okay.
Frozen, but it's us.
And we're gonna need Margot and Sydney to play my love interests, and Jack Black. Jack Black has to be in it.
Jack Black's gonna be in it.
So-
He's gonna be the moneymaker.
Yeah.
We're gonna change the plot a little bit. There's gonna
Yeah.
be more violence,
More gore.
more gore.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
of course, I'm gonna. I got ice powers. I gotta kill people.
Yeah. Maybe we could get who would play our parents? You know how
Well, they die.
they do, but they're kind of like a part of the origin story because they leave, they go to.
Hmm.
Who would play our parents? You think?
Henry Cavill was our dad.
That's fair.
Daddy Cavill.
Yeah. People say I look like him.
I can see that.
Crazy.
Same. You can even do that little
Yeah.
hair.
Little curl. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then who's playing our mom?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Perchance. Ana de Armas.
That could work because you got the dark hair
Yeah, and you have the lighter hair.
and I got the lighter hair.
Yeah.
So you would get the Ana de Armas genes and I get the Henry Cavill genes.
It's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. That works.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Well, no more podcasts because we're making this instead.
It's actually a great segue why we're
Yeah,
Ending
it's
thing,
we
yeah.
can't call it Frozen for obvious reasons, so
No,
it's
of course
just going to be called Really Cold. So
actually.
what?
Oh.
Stay tuned for
It's in the
for Really Cold.
no. We have the poster cold, but
Oh, we
it's
do!
in my garage. I think. That was actually, by the way, you remember I said this is all a loop
Yeah,
in
yeah,
time, guys.
I guess we had already done that.
We
Wow.
already done
that's
it.
that's from the timeline where we already shot Cold.
Yeah, cold was already there.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to grab these posters. Show the
Okay.
the audience.
So you guys will definitely recognize plenty of these. I think. I hope.
This is what I'm gonna
This is
just.
my personal favorite.
And look at that.
The light might be a little too bright there,
Oh,
but
we're supposed to hold it back here.
there you go.
Yep, it's when we were on the cover of
RPRT.
RPRT magazine.
Not to be confused with GQ. Looks very similar. First edition, autographed by
Both of us.
us truly, Men of the Year, which was an awesome.
Yeah, it was an honor.
And then, I know what you're thinking, they're probably athletic. We sure are.
Yes, we
Here's
are.
Us on the cover of
Alpha Mode.
Yep, when you tell them about our boxing stint.
Yeah, we did that. I was the trainer for a bit.
Yeah.
Because I was really good, but I hurt myself back in the day.
Yeah.
So I poured all of my effort into making this undefeated champion right here.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Yeah, it was
Undefeated.
pretty crazy.
Mostly underground stuff because legally you couldn't do most of the things that he was doing.
No. We also took some fights on other planets.
Yeah,
Made it a little hard.
those were crazy to watch. I remember the good old days.
Now this was from a travel magazine that we got to do.
Travel
and Riz.
Yeah, where we would teach people
Yep.
how to travel
That's right.
and Riz.
We actually took this in Fiji. There was a nice little photo studio there that they had us to go to. And yeah, just a lot of...
We gave a lot of advice. What is it? Ever
Yeah.
talk to... Did you predict Talk Tua in this poster? Ever talk to a girl? Neither have we. Subscribe. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff in these.
There is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at us. We're so young looking.
Very young, very looking, very, yeah. And then, of course, really real estate, which we just got this year.
Yeah.
And,
We can't forget the main poster right
No.
behind us.
no, of course not. I mean, this is like the staple.
No.
Whatever movie poster you've seen doesn't top this.
This is what started and ended it all.
If the people only knew what we went through to find this,
Yeah.
like, again, guys, what's right after this picture, if you just, man, if you guys just knew.
The timeline is pretty crazy.
It is. Wait till they see what happens in 10 years, okay? Because I'll tell you what, guys, you're not going to, I don't know if you're going to like it.
It's going to be unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. But as long as you're, talking to people and friends,
Mm-hmm.
and,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Still
But
crazy
yeah.
to think about. Reminiscing.
Man, it's hard to remember some specific things, but I'll tell you what, if you were to go back and watch certain episodes, look, there are a lot of great comedians out there. There just are. No,
Yeah.
there just are. There are some great ones. And there are some great content creators out there.
Yeah.
There are even some good podcasts.
A few.
A few. Not better than ours, but there are a few
Dude.
good ones.
I just realized
And-
the only other podcast I listen to is the Chuckle Sandwich podcast. And that's also coming to an end. What's up with all these top tier podcasts like Chuckle Sandwich, like Right Place, Right Time, coming to an end?
It's just it's the bad timeline right now. That's
Yeah.
all. We have, there's all these great ones, but we're like better than all of them. And if you watch our episodes, man, we've had some pretty great bits. We've had some great jokes. I think that never forgetting what the Diamond Challenge has done for this country is important.
An early one.
It's an early one.
The Diamond Challenge.
Stealing from homeless people is big. Make sure you do it.
That's the best way. That's how we make most of our money.
Right.
And we taught it to you guys.
We did. We tried
We
to.
wanted to be, friendly, helpful, help you guys make just as much money as we do, which we make a lot of money.
Oh, it's almost too much,
You know, by growing your network of
Yep.
homeless people.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
We have laid out a plan for you guys, and no, it's not a pyramid. It's a triangle plan.
Mm-hmm.
And in this triangle plan, we literally tell you how to make all this money. And
Yeah.
it's your fault if you just don't follow it. So we've laid that out for you. And when you make that much money, you can also do things like tip your landlord, which you should do.
Exactly.
Your landlords deserve plenty of tips. They don't make enough. So those are all big
We had
things.
a lot of big moments.
Yeah. We have tasted foods from across this world.
Yes.
And to be honest, for most of them were pretty mid, except for Turkey. They had some
I
good,
think so.
decent ones, but Guatemala sucked.
I don't remember, so you will have to watch the video.
That's right. Yeah, we dipped into this website that these humans here have called Reddit.
You guys are degenerates.
Yeah. What are you guys doing out there? You make us cringe. It's weird. Why do you guys say the things that you do?
We listen to some of your human music, like Taylor Swift.
that I can sadly say that is one of the only displeasures we've had in visiting this time in this area, in this place, is discovering who she is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was great.
No. But a lot of good moments. 65 episodes is crazy. Like, what was that one thing where it was like most to enter the top 10? Was it 1%?
I'm pretty sure.
Podcasts, you got to get like 22 episodes out.
Yeah.
We blew that out of the water.
No, we did. And again, I know it sounds basic to most people, but I don't think you guys realize that. Like, that means that basically for 2 years straight, him and I met up every week.
Every week.
Which is all we could tolerate of each other. And filmed a podcast. But then there's so much. I mean, look, we accomplished what we did.
Yeah.
Sadly, there are some things that maybe did not pan out or execute as well as I would have liked, but that is whatever. I'm still proud of this podcast.
Yes, no,
having
it's a huge thing.
Having
we
said
were consistent for a very long time.
Absolutely. And, having said that, there's just also so much time and conversations that we have had off camera about so many different things we wanted to do and try, and some of them we did get to do, some of them we didn't, but there was so much creativity for this here.
Yeah.
Which, could have only ever been done by you and I.
Yeah.
No one else.
This is a unique thing with the combination of our brains.
Yeah.
And, like, there was, like, discipline to make this work for long as we made this work. Mm-hmm. No matter what happened, we always were here every week recording. And, like, so much, like, 2 years is a lot of time.
Oh, of course it is. Absolutely.
I started an online, like, series that took off. I got engaged in the time this podcast has been on.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
making
going
me
to
feel old, man. Yeah.
But you're going to, like,
a state.
You're moving on. It's crazy. We've grown up.
I know.
You can grow facial hair.
I can. I actually had a full beard. I shaved right before this episode because I wanted to look clean.
I mean, you could look at just the different episodes and see our hair grow.
I know. It's pretty wild. And, to be honest, because, again, what a lot of people, I think, maybe also won't know is, like, the timeline in which this happened was also, like, there was a lot of buildup because we reconnected after a long time.
It's like 10 years, I think.
I think 10 years.
We knew each other in, like, middle school.
Yeah,
and then
way
you disappeared off the face of the earth for, like, 10 years.
Yeah.
I saw you on Instagram and I was like, is that who I think it is? And I hit you up. And I was like, oh, it is.
Yeah. Yep. I remember I was in Disneyland when I got your DM. I recall that because I was like, is that same thing? I was like, is that my Schlen, man? So then, we reconnected. And at first, we kind of just, I mean, you already had a YouTube channel, which by the way,
successful.
Yeah. Well, Schlen, man, which this podcast might be ending here, but there's another stop which you can get off at, which is Schlan Man's channel, which you should check out because
he will still be a guest there. I mean, long distance has not stopped me from having guests. So
and you've never had a guest as cool as me. So,
exactly.
It's
you were a staple of one of my biggest series.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he's gotten to do hard photos, which has been an incredible feat. I mean, you want to talk about consistency? This man has every day put out a hard photo. Which, what do you have? 28 days?
Yeah, 28 days left.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
He's gone through all these things. I got to start this up, which was a really big goal of mine, which I wanted to do, and I wanted him to be on here and do it too. And there's been a lot of talks about things we wanted to do. And to be honest with you, again, I would say there are still some videos that are going to come out on this channel.
Things, unreleased videos that should be released in honor of the end of this podcast.
Yes, that, and potentially we might even be able to get a few long distance reaction videos or
for sure
some more Reddit videos or something.
Yeah.
I think. So that'll still happen.
Oh,
I think.
100%. But this podcast, as you know it just, life is getting in the way. If things work out, it might come back. If for some reason
Tom Holland,
if me and my whole YouTube thing, if that takes off and does well, you best believe I'm bringing this back for money's sake. No, I'm kidding. But how cool would that be?
Yeah. No, I mean, of course, it'd be pretty great. Yeah, I think, I mean, you know, I won't say, I'm not going to say specifics or details about prior, but just so you guys have a little backstory, okay? This podcast originally, when I was coming up with the idea, I wanted it to be a political podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not going to say details, just a political podcast.
Yeah, it would have been more like news-esque.
Yeah.
Keep up with the world, stuff like that.
Yeah,
opinions.
right. And you know, whatever was happening. And then I thought that it could be fun to do like my own. Like no, like let's just do something else. Let's do a more fun, lighthearted one.
Yeah.
To which, you know, Miles was the only person who I knew that had the capability of being creative in the slightest for video purposes. So I wanted someone else because, you know, it's always more fun when you get to have people talking
about the things that you like.
About things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was, first choice, only choice needed.
Yeah.
And
it's been an honor. I mean,
yeah.
This has been a 2-year slice of our life. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
2-year slice for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Once a week, we've both been in this room.
Yeah.
I
know.
Which gonna be sad.
I mean, yeah, like it is time spent, you know, because you know, there's also so many times when you stayed after, and
I come early, we just hang out. I come late, or like we just come over to talk and brainstorm.
Yep. Yeah. And you know, I mean, look, it was a YouTube podcast that did whatever it did, but this is absolutely a chapter that will never be forgotten.
Never be forgotten.
Because this is the
right chapter.
Chapter. There we go.
It's the right chapter.
Yeah.
It's sad. We're gonna play some like sad piano music. Remember to put that in somehow.
Yeah, I'll touch that in there a little bit. You know, we actually were able to, you know, expose some things too.
Yeah.
We are single-handedly the reason that Diddy was raided and arrested.
Yes, we tipped them off.
We tipped them off, yeah.
Because we were able to see outside of time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's looking around is insane. All these things.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third set, technically.
Technically, yeah. Uh-huh.
Watching old videos is crazy to us.
It is.
It's just a time capsule of our lives.
I think for me, when I see the videos, you know, I would always kind of like, I would keep Miles in the loop about, okay, here's what I'm thinking about, like the new set, or like, okay, here's something I want to do with here, right? And almost always, you know, Miles always just been on board, and he's like, yeah, that's sick, or like, oh, you should try that, or whatever, and it's always worked out. And I remember, I didn't tell you exactly what I was going to do with the new set. I just said, I'm going to change it completely.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I gave him a rough idea. But the only thing I wish I had shown you was the process of it changing. Because you never got to see it. You just saw when it was done.
Yeah.
And this room was, like, if you go back and watch when we had a desk in here and walls and everything. I mean, you guys don't know what it looks like on the other side, but it was a space.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when that renovation started, I mean, bro, like, this room was empty. Like, completely empty. I resanded and taped the whole walls, except that one. Painted the walls, bought all this new furniture, and, you know, tried something different.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it looks so different. It's hard to
different.
think.
When I first walked back in here,
yeah,
I felt like I was just in a completely different room. Hard to think that it's, you know, the same place that I've been coming to for so long.
I know. Yeah.
What's going to happen to the room?
It'll be used.
What does that mean?
Wait till you see the trap door right there. No, I mean, it'll like
storage.
be used by people.
Okay.
Yeah. No, for I think another office purpose, I believe.
They better put some honor on this room.
Those signs better stay up right there, man.
It can't be used for no like lame stuff. I don't want this to turn into like a gym that's never used. This is a special place. This is sacred ground.
Yeah. This is quite literally the only place that exists like this.
Yeah.
Like jokes aside, actually, this is the only unique place like this that exists.
Yeah.
There's no version of this that exists prior otherwise.
Yeah, no. It's bittersweet.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know what, man? I mean, wouldn't trade it.
No. Well spent 2 years.
Yeah.
Well spent 2 years.
Very cool ride, man. And you know the cool thing about us doing 65 episodes? We have all those episodes to go back and watch and look back on.
I know. I do that every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I look back, I look into my younger self's eyes, and I go, wow, where did he go? That's pretty much it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. I plan on, whoever I end up marrying in the future, whatever kids I end up having in the future, like I want them to see this.
Yeah.
This is I'm proud of this.
It's integral to who we are as people.
Of course.
So, just show it to our kids, and they will learn something about us that we could never try and teach them. It will just have to be experienced the way we experienced it here.
Yeah, and forget YouTube rewinds and stuff. Our kids are going to single-handedly be able to relive our timeline via these videos.
Yeah.
When their friends at school are like, "Do you think that whole Baby Gronk and Livy Dunn thing was real?" We can be like, "Well, my dad talked about it on a podcast
Right when it was happening.
Right when it was happening." Yeah. Every big news story in the last 2 years that's happened, more or less, we've covered it.
UFOs the first time, the moon face guy.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the election.
Probably.
But that's crazy, though, that we've done this for long enough that the presidents have changed.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you how much time's passed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did we talk about the Cybertruck before it got released? I have a feeling we might have.
I think when it was being tested, yeah.
Both of us are driving new cars than what we started with.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, that's true.
We both started with different cars, and as of now, we're driving completely different cars. We swapped, too. You had a sedan, and I had an SUV. Now you got a truck, and I have a sedan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty crazy.
Just behind the scenes, so much has happened in our lives. I have a lot more tattoos.
Yeah. I've changed jobs a couple times.
Your hairstyle's changed a lot more than mine has. Mine just went short and long and short and long. You've gone through like a different iteration, and because you can grow the beard, it changes everything too.
It does. I've done long, short, very short.
You've done clean shaven. That's a trip.
Yeah, that didn't work.
No, I mean it works, but you look young. You look way too young.
I didn't like how that looked at all. Yeah, which sucks because that was actually one of our best episodes. That was tipping the landlord. And I can't even watch it because I'm like, I don't like how I look in that episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, that iteration was great. Yeah, there's also other stuff that you guys like.
Oh,
for every post, what?
I got a light nicotine addiction now.
Yeah, it's not light.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
It's pretty heavy.
But that's it. That wasn't necessarily an issue when the podcast started.
No, I failed in trying to stop him. Actually, I should have done more. It's actually, he also has a hard drug addiction as well. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
for all extents and purposes, that's it.
Gambling addiction
is real.
Not for me.
Oh, I haven't seen you, since I went.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, it was great.
New addictions gained during the lifetime of the podcast.
Yeah, well, but gambling's not even.
It's a dedication.
It can't even be an addiction. It's only good. If you stop, you're missing out.
Yeah, how'd it go?
It was good. It was, and then it, some man took my money. Okay. Which, by the way, there's a lawsuit there coming. He should be allowed to do that.
Speaking of which, I actually won a poker tournament.
Really?
Yeah, $150. It wasn't necessarily a tournament.
At the same place that it always is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Same place.
Nice.
Me and some friends.
Uh-huh.
They didn't want to keep playing, so I was going to take all their money, so we split the pot, and I got $150 out of it.
Wow. How much did you put in?
40.
Nice.
So I made a good amount.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
But yeah, I got a nicotine addiction, gambling addiction.
I tell you what, man. We joke about gambling addiction here, but in Vegas. By the way, I went to Vegas 2 weeks ago for pretty much the first time, and I was there for almost a week, almost. They're built different there. Some of those people, and I mean this respectfully, but they're just degenerates. Like, when you go downstairs in the lobby at like 8 in the morning, and there's a packed casino, come on, what are we doing? I have the idea, mind you, this was my first time ever being there, but I don't think you can go to Vegas just to go to Vegas. You have to be there for something. You have to be there for a show, a concert, a game, something.
We might go for my bachelor party. He's one of my groomsmen. Isn't that
beyond
crazy?
excited. Yeah.
This
that's gonna be
podcast,
awesome.
he's a groomsman now.
Yeah.
We might go. There
Okay.
will be a lot of gambling. That's why we're
Oh,
going.
I'm sure.
He's gambling.
Yeah. Well, I'll spend more of that time than I did this time, probably. I gave myself a limit this time, which you should do.
Oh, of course.
And I went to blackjack, and I went up a lot, and then this man took, part of the fun of gambling is, at the tables is the dealers.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if they chat it up with you, even if you lose, it's still kind of fun. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're like,
you're having experience.
yeah. This guy was super rude, didn't talk, just stared me down, and he just motioned for stuff. He didn't even talk to me. So
Fire that guy.
yeah, so fired
no
him.
fun.
Went to the slots, which I know they tell you not to do, but that was a lot of fun. I found this one that it became my favorite, and I was doing it every day. And I actually made what I gave myself. I made it last every day except the last day. Like
Wow.
I went up a bunch, went down, and then I had another high, and then I went down.
So did you leave negative or plus?
Absolutely left negative
Okay. By a lot or not much?
by the amount that I gave myself.
No loss then.
Yeah,
Then you paid for a good time.
yeah, exactly. I had fun. There was recommendation if you ever go to Vegas, or maybe I should gatekeep it. It's a good machine.
We need.
I'll tell you.
We're not going to do a podcast
No.
anymore, but we do need a Vegas vlog.
By far, bro.
Okay.
100%. Do you mean for the bachelor party or just like you and I go?
Maybe before,
Okay.
because I've never been.
Yeah, we should
So
go.
I feel it out before we set up the whole bachelor party.
I'm interested to see how you handle Vegas.
I would-
How you approach Vegas. I'm
Yeah.
very interested to see.
I would want to play poker because I like
Poker's fun.
poker. I like 2-card Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
But if I do poker in Vegas, that's where all the sweats are.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get. But then again, because they're so good and I'm
Yeah.
at such a low level,
Uh-huh.
I might psych them out.
Maybe,
Kind of like
I don't
chess
know.
players. If you put a pro chess player in front of a novice, the guy gets tripped up because he has no clue what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you have no clue what you're doing.
Yeah.
So they can't predict you. They can't really guess against you. They'll be like, "Oh, he's gonna go for this move," and I was like, "What the?
Yeah.
Huh?"
Yeah.
And it's kind of
yeah.
the same for poker because I've taught people how to play poker, and when they play, they usually win. Their first time playing poker,
crazy.
because every time they reveal their cards, I'm like, "Why didn't you bet higher on that?" Or like, "Why did you stay in?" Or they get lucky. You think you're draining them for their money, and then you flip a card, and then you're like, "Dude, I had this in the bag," and you're like, "You had a flush." Like, "Oh, I didn't know," and you're like, "Then why were you still in?" You can't read them. You can't judge them.
Uh-huh.
They just kind of show up, and then it's over. So I'm hoping maybe since I'm a lower level
Lower level.
poker player,
Level.
I might be able to beat these dudes.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. You could also just go like earlier in the day when there's not as many people,
That's true.
and then you could just play you and the dealer. Sometimes there's empty tables.
Yeah.
And that's what I did for blackjack, because the tables were full later.
Yeah.
But I also was just like, oh, I'll go now. They also have different versions of tables. So there's like different poker tables. There's different blackjack tables. I got to play a blackjack table that's called free bet blackjack. So double downs are free.
Oh.
Yeah, and insurance is also like free.
You're gonna have to
so-
teach me most. I don't really. I've never played
Oh man.
blackjack for real.
Yeah, I'll show you a good time.
Perfect.
Balls. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fun. And I'll tell you my favorite slot after the camera's off.
Yes.
You people might steal it.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, so that's definitely a fun hobby that we've developed.
Yeah. New hobbies
the
developed.
I think. Well, shoot. Yeah, we went through like a year's supply of G Fuel in like 6 months last year.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Which was cool. Yeah, I think it's
A lot
more.
of things have changed.
Yeah, I keep just coming back to like the fact it's not just that we've been in this room; it is that a lot's changed. So when I look around, it's like we've seen a lot of stuff change
Yeah.
in like what we're like looking at behind the
Yeah.
camera.
I got a new computer. I spent a lot of money.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, you're moving.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It is crazy. You've gone through a bunch of different career paths to
I
find
know.
the one that's. You traveled a lot too. There were times where you were just
I did
not here.
little bit.
Yeah,
Little
you
bit,
traveled
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
So-
last year I did, because I had the money last year. This year I didn't. But I think that was which it's kind of sad because actually the reason this was able to work was because I had actually moved back here from where I was.
Yeah, but you're
And-
not going back there. You're going to a different place, right?
I am more than likely going back there
Wow.
for the next year, and then school starts. I'll be out.
So where are you gonna be? End of 2025.
End of 25 will be wherever school is. So
Mm.
predominantly
That's crazy.
East Coast.
Wow. What are you doing after school? I guess you haven't figured that out yet.
No,
Would
I
you
mean,
plan
I'll-
to stay out there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why this is like
That's
It's-
a huge.
it's bigger because this one to me, I don't know, it's not hitting me yet, but it's more permanent than the last one.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Because
like
if it does come back, it comes back long distance, like over Discord or something.
which can't well
I mean, it can't work.
There is some reality. Could be this one, but there is some reality where, for some reason or another, our videos pick up,
Yeah.
and you know what, and maybe things can be reevaluated then.
Yeah. Would
If-
you move back?
I would figure something out. I might.
That's good.
I would maybe
That's a good answer.
fly out once a week. Maybe I would figure something out. If it was to the point where I was like, okay, this is actually like,
A stream of income.
100. Yeah, or just even the fact if there was any sign of positive growth, like substantial positive growth,
Yeah.
then yeah, I would figure something out.
All right. Well,
So
for everyone who follows me on Instagram and YouTube, start watching this podcast. We got to keep this guy around. Right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to get all my 270,000 people to subscribe here. Even though I can't
That'd
get them
be-
to subscribe to my own YouTube channel,
no,
I'm going to bring them here.
you're gonna bring one to the RPRT.
Mm-hmm. Because I talked to you
big
about the
feat.
hard photos thing before I started. You were there for the inception of that.
I remember.
And then I talked about it a little bit
Mhm.
on the podcast when it was like on the first month, second month.
Yeah.
I was talking about it in February.
I can confidently tell you I remember like the exact conversation when you told me about when you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Because back when the old setup was here, my table was like right there, and I was sitting back there. You were sitting here, and you
Mhm.
were telling me you were like the whole idea, and I was like, yeah, dude, like that's pretty sick. Because it all started with one video you made.
Yeah.
I will say, I mean, you tend to do things you put your mind to,
Mm-hmm.
and to be honest with you, it's kind of crazy because like in my head, after enough time of one thing consistently happening, it's not really like a matter of taking it for granted, but you just get used to it.
Yeah.
So you come on my TikTok feed since you're a friend,
Yeah.
it's like sometimes it'll just be there. So like every few days or a week or something, I'll be like, oh, I wonder what the picture is, and then eventually a video will come up, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then I'll go like catch up on like the last few
Yeah,
days,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh wow, that's like pretty cool. There's been some really good ones, man.
Yeah. I really hope that we can get the Neil Breen videos to pick up because I love those.
Those are great
Those
videos.
are some great ones. And
Yeah.
I'm already thinking about ways to still include you in some of my YouTube video ideas when
Okay,
you're out of state.
for sure.
If I was able to do it with that one Canadian, I should be able to make it work with you.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll
And you're taking the whole setup with you, right?
I'll have
So
my
you'll
camera, my
cameras, you'll have
lights,
all
and
that stuff.
my
Perfect.
mics. Yeah, I think there's definitely ways to do it. I mean, dude, there's still podcasts today that operate.
Yeah, like
Long
the Chuckle
distance.
Sandwich podcast, even though that's coming
Sure.
to an end.
Sure. I mean, yeah. There's always content besides reactions. There's whatever ranking videos. We could do
Mhm.
versus videos, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is kind of crazy.
Yeah, this is not only the closing of a chapter for the pod, but like in our lives.
I
Things
know.
are changing.
I know. I don't like that.
No, it's weird. It's a trip.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of
Bittersweet.
yeah,
Feel old too.
bro. I just turned 25, man.
I'm,
That number
I'm
on-
about to turn 24.
I know. Yeah. They look and it's not even old. 25 is not old.
No.
24 is not old. But I think when you're on social media though a lot, you can feel it because everything else is still new and young.
Yeah. I mean, like,
So,
Jay Schlatt. Big fan of Jay Schlatt.
Yep.
He is 25. He just turned 25.
no way.
Did you know that?
He's my age?
He's your age. He made it big when he was like 19. That makes me feel like shit.
Mm,
So,
Yeah.
like, that makes me feel old too. Seeing
Yeah.
stuff like that happen.
sure.
The Rizzler
The
is
Rizzler.
famous at the age of like 7. The Talk to a Girl. How old is she?
she's I don't know, probably 19.
She's
20.
like a billionaire now because she released the shock to a coin or whatever. That pisses me. She released.
She has a crypto coin.
She has a crypto coin. Apparently it made
Oh
her a
yeah,
crap ton of money.
to the moon, baby.
Can we like find a video of her saying the N-word and just wrap up her,
Oh.
you know, her career, please? Makes me feel bad.
How about we find? Let's just. I'm sure she has old tweets.
She's gotta. Let's
So-
bring those up. I really doubt anything's gonna be
Crazy.
found because she definitely got picked up by some sort of some sort of company.
Well, Jake Paul's media company is what
Yeah,
sponsoring
her media
podcast.
company definitely picked her up and was like, "All right, let's clean you up."
Did you see that she has beef with the guy who interviewed her?
Why?
Yeah, so there's like this whole, because you remember you and I were like, wonder how he feels.
Yeah.
She said on like some podcast that the person asked her like, oh, do you still keep in contact, or like, are you thankful for that guy, whatever? And she was like, no, I don't like that guy. And then she went
Why?
into the reason, which is because apparently when it first came out, he was posting clips of her specific interview everywhere, and she was asking him not to post as many as he did because it was like so many, and like certain people were seeing it, which I was like, well, that's kind of what an interview is if you do one. And so apparently for that reason, she doesn't like the guy.
So not only is he the one who interviewed her, but he's the one who marketed her and put her everywhere.
No, yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And for that, she's like, I hate you. You suck.
For making her an overnight millionaire.
Crazy. Can you believe it?
You-
Can you believe it?
You know what's crazy? The Talk to a podcast is going to outlive this one.
Well, it started later. Let's see if the
That's true.
timeline lasts.
Let's see if
the
it
same.
reaches episode 65, all right?
Yeah. Also, the kinds of guests that she's getting, like, guys, you could come on here and have a much funner time.
Yeah.
Dax Flame, the offer's still open to you too.
Wow.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Well, I'll keep working towards internet fame, and if I
Yeah.
ever grasp it, we're bringing this back, and I'm pulling you up with me.
All right.
Because we got to make we made a lot of promises.
Yeah, we
we're
did.
not saying they're not going to happen. We're putting
No.
them on a hold.
Yeah, just stuff has to be figured out.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna look. This is I will figuratively copyright this, trademark this.
Mm-hmm.
You will not take this from me.
No, this is his baby.
This will not be stolen.
No,
Not even touched. Not even groped.
I mean with the career you're going for, you might make a big load of money. This could be a huge thing.
Oh yeah.
So
guys,
you
listen.
could be funding some of these next things.
See.
You go for the bag, I go for the fame,
And
and then when we make it, we join back together.
guys, it's a long-term plan.
I'm already networking, man. I
That's
got
good.
one connection so far.
Oh,
That's
it's
pretty
perfect.
good.
Jeff Bezos.
No, I wish.
Yeah, no, this is a long con. 5-year plan.
Yes.
You're gonna get up the fame. I'm gonna get the big funds.
He's going to get the bag up.
Oh yeah,
He's going
5.
to make connections in that world that'll help us secure things in this one.
Oh yeah, and it'll make sure that we actually can't get taken down or anything like that either.
We'll be good.
Yeah, so we'll be set to go. And then 5 years from now, we're coming for the top throne. Whoever's up
you
there.
best believe we're coming.
Oh, we're coming. Oh yeah. Let that
Oh,
one
yeah.
let that one marinate for a second. We're coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Joe Rogan, you can keep one. We've talked at length on this podcast how the number 7 spot is ours.
It's a great one. And
It's-
we're there. We're going to claim it. It's going to
it's-
take a while,
Yeah, it will. It definitely will.
but we're going to take it.
You know,
I mean,
I've
Joe Rogan, how old is he?
Joe Rogan. Oh, he's got to be 40 something, 50 something.
We got time.
Well, he's number 1. We just have to get to 7.
Right, but I mean, if he's that old doing
Oh.
that stuff, we got time to make it to number 7.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. You know,
I'm not saying like we wait for him to die.
Yeah.
Or anything. Is that what you thought I meant?
No,
We're
no,
just
I
gonna wait
thought-
for him to die.
I thought because he's number 1, we wanted to be there too.
No, I'm just saying that with his age,
Yeah.
it's potential. Even
I
though
see.
we feel old already, we're not.
No, we're not. And also, I've actually heard there are some early predictions from like DraftKings and FanDuel about who will be number 7 in 5 years. I already checked. They're predicting Call Her Daddy to be
No.
number 7. Yeah, we'll be taking that spot. Okay,
No.
don't
I
worry
mean,
about it.
what kind of guests have they had?
Kamala Harris.
A bunch of them. There's our guest list is
Yeah.
untainted.
No,
We have a perfect score with our guests.
that's right. Oh yeah, literally, it's perfect.
Spotless.
We actually did have, funny enough, we did have Mark Wahlberg finally, but the SD card, stupid. It got corrupted because it was raining when we left the studio.
I mean,
and
he warned us that it was most likely not going to be able to come out because of everyone who was after him.
yeah, that's also true.
The Satanists
Yeah,
and the
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was like, you gotta be careful, okay? This is top secret information.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right, bro.
But, you know,
No.
we weren't prepared enough, and they did get to us, and that got corrupted.
It did. So sadly, that's not even behind the paywall. That's just gone.
Yeah.
But it did happen. But yeah, our guest list will continue to become untainted as well. And you know what? We might even have Hawk to a girl on here in 5 years and ask, where do you think it all went wrong? Because it will go wrong.
It will go wrong.
It will go wrong at some
And
point.
I'm sitting here rubbing my hands waiting for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe we can even have KSI on here to do a live performance of Thick of It.
Yeah.
It's awful.
We're going to get Tom Holland on here.
Yeah,
We're just going to tell him how much we love him, basically.
great guy. Yeah. Which, again, I'd like to repeat the offer. If you comment on this video, whenever that is, TikTok, literally just a comment, we'll make something happen. We'll do one more.
Yes,
Secret
we will.
one. Yeah.
But until then,
Thank you for coming along on this great ride.
it's been a large part of our lives. We are very thankful.
Yeah. At least for myself, I can say, you know, I very much, like I said, I strove to kind of just have fun with it. I kind of wanted to just do something where I could, you know, talk about what I kind of felt like talking, give commentary about what I wanted to. Again, you know, I wanted Miles on here for his creativity and his commentary as well, and it was a perfect fit. And just don't, you know, understand that this will never be topped. It can't be topped. It's impossible. It's physically, literally, metaphorically, figuratively, theoretically impossible. It can't happen.
Yeah.
But any single one person who has actually watched all the episodes, or even just one or two, or have watched this episode, I am actually very thankful.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for the support. There's a few likes we've gotten throughout the years on some
They
videos.
mean a lot to us.
So yeah, they do. Thank you very much for those likes.
How many subscribers?
We're at 36.
Thank you to every one of you, all 36 of you.
All 36.
Um,
Very appreciated.
Yeah.
Um,
That you would, you know, give us your time and
Yeah.
your subscription click.
That's right.
It means a lot.
yeah, it was not for nothing. We definitely were motivated. You know, there was a period I would tell Miles, because we had a period where we were averaging about one new sub a week.
Yeah.
And I was excited about it. I mean, I was like, dude, we got some new subs and stuff. But anyway, thank you very much, of course, for everything. Make sure you stick around for Schlandman, because his channel is still here. We'll still be here for a while. And who knows? Maybe this baby will be back.
Yeah, stay subscribed. That way, in
yeah.
5 years, when the new episode comes out,
5 years, yeah. Episode 66.
you'll be ready.
Yeah. So for the last time for now, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.